Good morning, everyone. Today's topic of discussion is moisturizers. And we as dermatologists, we know that we have to prescribe moisturizers very frequently, especially for various indications such as xerosis, ichthyosis, or it can be a part of our regime in treatment of psoriasis, eczemas, etc. We know that various types of moisturizers are available in the market, and one single type cannot be prescribed to each and every patient of ours. We should know what are the various types, what are the differences, and which type of moisturizer will benefit what kind of patient of ours. That is why we should know this topic in detail. So the term moisturizer, basically in itself, it does not have any scientific meaning. It was actually a marketing term which was coined by Madison Avenue to promote the idea that there is a product which can moisturize the skin. Hence the term moisturizer. Now, we usually prescribe moisturizers in xerosis, that is dry skin. And when do we say that the patient has a dry skin? When the moisture content is less than 10% and there's a loss of the continuity of the skin volume, then we say that the patient has dry skin. There are 4 different types of moisturizers depending upon the mechanism of action. These are emollients, humectants, occlusives, and protein bleach varieties. What are emollients? Emollients are basically lipids in oil which improve the softness of the skin, the flexibility, and the smoothness of the skin. We know that in stratum corneum, ceramides are the major lipid constituents along with the other neutral lipids, and they form a broad laminated intercellular sheath. These broad laminated intercellular sheaths, they act as a barrier to the external environment. If we talk about the natural products that are available in the environment, for example, the palm oil, coconut oil, rose fat, they contain long-chain saturated fatty acids. For example, stearic acid, linoleic, oleic, lauric acid, and fatty alcohols, and they can be considered to be emollients. If we talk about the other products which act as emollients, these include cholesterol, choline, fatty acids, fatty alcohols, and pseudoceramides. These emollients are used in xerosis, papillary format disorders, and also in routine skincare. They are very safe to use, but very rarely get destructive contact dermatitis. Out of the various emollients, I would like to talk about choline in a bit detail. What is choline? Choline is basically an intermediate metabolite which is reduced during the synthesis of cholesterol. And about 60% of the dietary choline it is absorbed in the human body. It is a major component of the human sebum. How it is transported in the human body? It is transported in association with LDL, which is the low density lipids. But what happens over a period of time, particularly after the age of 30 years of age, the production of this particular chemical slows down drastically. As a result, it results in dry skin. What is the other purpose of choline? It acts as a quencher of oxygen radical, and because it quenches the oxygen radical, it will protect the body from ultraviolet radiation. Apart from the natural production, it can be also obtained from plant and animal sources. There is a product which is called as choline, which is basically a saturated form of choline. This choline, it does not have an oily feeling. It is odorless, it is non-fumigenic in nature, and it is safe for sensitive skin. A choline can be one of the components of the moisturizing which is used for acne-prone skin. Apart from that, it can be used in diseases such as psoriasis, atopic dermatitis, seborrheic dermatitis, etc. The second type of moisturizer is humectant. Humectant means something which absorbs water or which attracts water. The humectant, it attracts water to sources. One is definitely from the environment and the second one is from the dermis. Because it is absorbing water or attracting water from the dermis, it is in a way increasing trans-epidermal water loss. That is why most of the humectants they are combined with occlusives, which also decreases the chance of epidermal water loss apart from providing the normal emollient function. The various humectants which are available are glycerin, hyaluronic acid, antithinol, gelatin, sorbitol, honey. Out of these, urea is one interesting humectant because if we use it at a lower concentration, say about 10%, then it acts as a humectant. But in a higher concentration, say around 20 to 30%, it has more of petrolytic activities. These humectants are used in xerosis and ichthyosis, and certain side effects such as irritation, etc. can be seen with emollients like urea or lactic acid. The next in the line is occlusive. As the name suggests, occlusive forms an inner layer of the skin and it basically physically blocks the trans epidermal water loss. It's made up of oil, waxes, petrolatum, beeswax, vitreous oil, silicone. These are the certain occlusive which are used, but they are basically messy to apply. Cosmetically, it is unacceptable. Can result in folliculitis, acneiform eruption, particularly with the use of the vitreous oils. The last category of moisturizers includes rejuvenators, which are basically small molecular weight proteins which are used in aging of fluid for skin rejuvenation. It is made up of collagen, elastin, and keratin. So what are the uses of moisturizers? We know obviously one of the most common indications is moisturizing action, but apart from that, it can be used to cool down and inflamed skin, provide a smoothing effect on inflamed skin because of its anti-inflammatory action. Antibiotic action is also seen in moisturizers, that is why it is used in diseases such as psoriasis, so that there is a decreased epidermal microscopic activity. Antipruritic action, it down-regulates the cytokine, thus reducing the itching. It also has a photoprotective action. Now, moisturizers, they can be available as lotions, creams, ointments, or gel forms. Now, depending upon which part of the body is affected or what kind of problem the patient is having or how much is the extent of the problem, we can decide whether to give the moisturizer in a lotion form, in a cream form, in an ointment form, or a gel form. So basically, lotions, these are present in oil and water phase. And what are the important features? They are non-greasy and they can be used to cover large surface area. So small amount can be used to cover a large surface area. Can be used as a daytime moisturizer, can be used for both face as well as body and hairy parts as well. On the other hand, creams, it is available in two phases, water in oil or oil in water. And basically, it is used in those conditions where an occlusive effect is not particularly required. It can be used for face, it can be used for hands, but it is therefore in non-hairy parts and it is avoided in the hairy parts. Ointments, they are used where we need an occlusive effect. So particularly hyperkeratotic disorders, ointment would be a better option rather than creams or lotion. But they should not be used in this area and the moisture bearing. Ointment, which can be again water in oil or oil in water. Gels, there are two types, hydrophobic and hydrophilic. The hydrophobic gel, they are made up of liquid paraffin along with polyethylene or fatty acid. But hydrophilic, that is the one which gets attracted to water. They are made up of water, glycerol, propylene glycol, etc. They are non-oily, they are non-comedogenic, and they are easily absorbed. So it can be particularly used for face, intertriginous area, and also for the hairy infections. Particularly because gels, they are non-oily and they are non-comedogenic. So it is particularly used in those patients who are having acne-prone skin or gel-based moisturizers or gel-based sunscreens are particularly useful for those patients who have an acne-prone skin. So I hope this particular video was of help to you, and this was my primary reference. And after this lecture, I hope that you people will be able to decide what kind of moisturizer should be given to you, which kind of patient, or basically what to look in a moisturizer when we are trying to prescribe one to our patients. Thank you very much for listening to this particular lecture. Have a great day.